Today, we're talking about something so powerful, it has the ability to completely transform your life. Have you ever wondered why joy, peace, and abundance just seem so out of reach? The truth is, those things aren't found in what the world says will make you happy. Looks, money, power, they're found in who you become. So let me ask you this, what's more attractive, darkness or light? Light, of course, right? Well, the shift to living a life full of joy, peace, and abundance comes when you step out of the dark and into the light. When you align yourself with God and adopt the godly traits that make you a beacon of light, well, that's when you start attracting the life that you are meant to live. A shift from worldly to godly, dark to light. Let's ask ourselves, what makes someone light up a room? Come on, we all know a person who lights up a room. What is it about them? The world ways would tell you with their looks, maybe their success, their power. But deep down, we know it's not that all. What truly draws you to someone is their spirit, their kindness, their joy, their love, and their peace. These are the traits of someone who has shifted from worldly to godly. There's just something about them that if we bottled it up, boy, we could sell it. The book of Galatians describes it as the fruits of the Spirit: love, kindness, faithfulness, goodness, self-control. These are all traits that make someone light up a room because they are a reflection of God's light. Some people recognize this, but they just don't know that these are godly traits and not worldly traits. So who wouldn't want to attract joy, peace, and abundance into your life? You've got to become the kind of person who radiates light. You have to shift. Let's recognize the need for a shift. And here's where most people get stuck. We just don't see the need to shift. We kind of think, I'm a pretty good person compared to most people. Maybe you're not out there committing, I don't know, major sins like murder or theft, and you're comparing yourself saying, pretty good compared to them. But God says you've committed them all. So let's just get honest with ourselves. Do you gossip? Do you feel jealousy? Do you struggle with anger? How about pride, laziness? How about gluttony? Do you dishonor your parents or covet what other people have? These are all sins that weigh us down and make us dark. But here's the good news. You can shift. God calls us to take off that cloak of dark old humanity and put on the new godly trait and put on this new humanity that reflects him. And then you become a light and you radiate the room. When you start to shift away from those sins and you lean on God's word, your heart changes. You become more loving, more forgiving, and more patient. And when you shift, the world shifts around you. You become enthusiastic and catch on fire with enthusiasm, and the world will come from miles to watch you burn. You know, it starts with guarding your heart. So stop filling it with worldly things, with comparison and greed, and start filling it with God's word. Replace that stuff. The Bible is a nice little instruction book written by the one who created everything. And when you stop asking the world for answers and you start asking the one who created the world, well, he'll guide you. And as you lean on him, your heart will begin to transform. You'll find yourself moving from anger to peace, and jealousy to joy, and judgment to forgiveness, stress to rest. Your heart just shifts. And that's when your light begins to shine. And you notice that people, opportunities, and even your dreams, well, they start to become attracted to you like a magnet, because light attracts. Do we know the power of living in the light? When you shift in a life that's rooted in godly traits, you become a person of love and service and kindness. You don't have to chase success or joy or abundance. They just rain down on you. You attract. Matthew 5:14-16 says, you are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. So let your light shine. Your light, it's not just for you, it's for others. That's why we have it. And when you shift, you're not just changing your life, you're impacting everyone's light and life around you. Let's do some things this week. Let's take a little bit of a self-inventory and be honest about if we need to shift or not. Are you struggling with envy? Now, stop for a second, because most of the world will not recognize themselves in this. They see other people as somebody who's envious. I know enough to know I struggle with enviness and anger and pride. We all do. We're human. Are you struggling with envy, anger, pride? Are we more prone to gossip when with somebody and there's an awkward pause, or do we fill it with positive things about people? Come on, let's be honest. bring those things to God, and then fill your heart with godly wisdom. I suggest you just go into Proverbs, one book in the Bible that's like a little instruction book. It's common words that you've heard before and you don't even know they're biblical, and you use them. You just give the world credit for them. Go to Proverbs and ask God to transform your heart. Focus on becoming a person of light and start radiating. Love more, serve more, and let God's light shine through you. The world does not hold the answers to your joy and your happiness or your peace or your abundance. And there are more motivational books and self-help talks and podcasts that give you worldly wisdom from scholar after scholar doing study after study trying to find happiness. And what we've discovered is none of them are happy. So maybe do what you've always done and you'll get what you've always got. Maybe try something different. Maybe God is the answer to these things. And maybe you want to shift and your life will shift. Why not try something new? Watch as the things that you've been chasing start to be drawn to you because of the person you become. Let's go be a light. The only one who has the answer to your peace is the Prince of Peace, and that is the one who made the universe. Why not ask him?